This lesson is about different types of synovial joints. Remember, those are also diarthrotic joints. The first one we're going to talk about is planar joint, which is right here. It's like two boxes or two books sitting on top of each other. So they glide back and forth. They can be flat or slightly curved. Examples of these are intercarpal, which is carpal to carpal, intertarsal, which is a tarsal to tarsal, and sternoclavicular, which is where the sternum meets the clavicle. The other type that we're going to talk about, the next type is hinge. Hinge, think of a hinge on a door. You can see one right here is convex, it's rounded, and then this one is curved to fit inside. The perfect example of this, I think, is the humerus and the ulna. That's the trochlea of the humerus, fits around the lacryline process of the ulna. They fit in together. They only go in one plane. And examples of a hinge joint are the knee, the elbow, and the interphalangeal joints. That would be the two bottom knuckles. So it's the second and third knuckle on your hand. Pivot joint goes around in a circle, and it has a rounded end that fits on the top. This right here would be the example of the dens that is on the axis of the C2 vertebrae going around the atlas, and that is called the atlantoid axial joint. Also, rotational joints are the ones shown right here, which is the radial ulnar joint. And those are two examples of the pivot joint. The next one is the condylar joint, shown here. And this is a condyle shape, which means it's more elliptical. It's convex on one side and concave on the other to meet up. It allows an up and down and side to side movement. So you're getting two movements, which is more biaxial. An example of this is the metacarpal phalangeal joint, which is the first knuckle joint meeting the metacarpal with the first phalange, or the most proximal phalange. Then you also have the radiocarpal joint, whereas the radius meets the carpals. The fifth joint is a saddle joint right here, again giving side to side and up and down motion. This meets with the trapezium and the metacarpal of the thumb. It's the only one in there, so you only have two, each located at the thumb. And it looks like a rider on a saddle or a saddle on a horse, however you want to look at it. But that's the saddle joint. The last joint is the ball and socket. There's only two in our body. It's the humerus and the, let me start again. The ball and socket, there's only two. It's the shoulder and the hip. It gives the most free range of motion. It can move in all directions, and that's called multi-axial. So those are the 6 types of joints. Thank you. Have a good day.